Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Sega of my house bidding you welcome to something I have not done in a very long time and something I don't plan to do again for a very long time, a pickups video. I generally stopped doing these because I felt they were exposing trade secrets, if that makes sense. I do have like a resale business. I sell used media and stuff, so maybe it's stupid to keep information like that close to the chest these days because it's information that's so easy to find out. Anyone who has a phone can do it, but I just don't want to do it anymore. It also, like, I wouldn't make a video, I wouldn't upload a listing to eBay until I'd made a video on it, and that was like, I get big piles of stuff and I'd be waiting until I filmed a video and found time for it. So it's a lot easier now. I just buy stuff, list it, and I don't have to worry about showing it to anybody. But this is special. This is like Japan stuff. This is stuff that, for the most part, I don't plan to sell this stuff immediately. I plan to sit down and either play or watch these or experience them in some way before I ever go to try and sell them. And it's going to be a little bit of a mix of stuff. I will tell people, if you only care about video game stuff, I will put the timestamp here. And you can skip to the video game stuff if you wish. Other stuff is going to be like wrestling stuff, pretty much. So we'll start off just real quick. We'll jump right into it. I went to a store called Todokan. It was in, not inner Tokyo, one of the outer Tokyo suburbs. It's a really awesome store. Just all this wrestling stuff, and it's a wrestling store. It's kind of like a museum as well. I believe they hold events there as well, from what I could see. They had an event area, and when I looked them up on Facebook, it did seem like they did maybe talk shows or maybe like really small independent shows, but I was just there to buy. They had a bin of stuff out in front of the store. Multiple bins you could look through. I wanted to I was umming and ahhing over looking through cards because they had these big bins full of cards, and the first one I saw was like Takayama with the IWGP strap, and I thought, that's so cool. Hey, it's my favorite song in Ihatovo Monogatari. Oh, and thank you to Garland the Great for providing the background video for this one. But I grabbed a bunch of shirts. These were 300 yen each. And actually cheaper than that, because if you bought 10, or if you bought 5, you got them for like 1100 yen, or 1000 yen, something like that. All of these cost me less than $12. And they're shirts that I'll actually wear, which is cool. The first one here, this is the best one. I'd have bought this if it was triple the price. Like, Ox Baker, I guess he had like a bar and grill, like an izakaya there. It's a small size, it fits me. This is like the coolest thing I have found all year. This made my trip. Love old wrestling. One of my favorite old school wrestling clips is Ox Baker on, I think it's Family Feud or Wheel of Fortune. One of those old American game shows, and he's just Ox Baker and he's there. And he wins like a shelf or something. It's so surreal. Yeah, that was awesome. One thing I'll say, people were kind of ragging online the prices of Todokan, some of the prices in there, but I felt all the prices were either fair or extremely good bargains. Like, you'll see from some of the stuff I found, like, I did not pay a lot of money for any of this stuff, and some of this stuff, like one item in particular, it's out of print and like fairly valuable now. I'll show the shirts first. Yeah, this is one I wanted. Just a Samurai TV. This is one I'll wear out and about. Samurai Fighting TV. Because this is just a cool shirt from Japan. It doesn't scream wrestling, which is good. I'm a little bit embarrassed to be a wrestling fan around people who don't already know it and don't understand it. But yeah, Samurai Fighting TV since 1996. I thought that was a really cool shirt. We're going to go through these pretty quick. This one's awesome. Masato Tanaka. Dangan Jim. Sliding D. And this is for his 20th anniversary. I guess he had a year or two back. I can't believe that guy's even still alive. Never mind still wrestling. 20 effing anniversary. That's awesome, dude. And it's signed. I don't know if it's signed by Masato Tanaka, but somebody signed it. That was crazy. They had like signed shirts for like $2 or $3. Like, I don't know if a Masato Tanaka signature is ever going to be worth anything, but come on, man. ECW, like, Mike Awesome, like, come on. And honestly, like, I could have grabbed 10 times as much stuff as I bought there. One thing I left behind that I wish I had picked up was a Johnny Kincaid biography. I wasn't too familiar with the wrestler, but when I looked him up on Wikipedia afterwards, it seemed like he had a really interesting story. Touring through Europe and like old school British territories for like World of Sports territories. And I came to find out later, the book was signed by him. All of the books have like a cover on them, you can't open them. I found out later on the website, it was an autographed copy of the book. It was $11. The cheapest one I could find on Amazon, this was unsigned, was $50. I should have bought it. But I put it back. This one's cool. Keno, one of my favorites. What's its 15th anniversary? From Grape Brain. Keno's one of my favorite wrestlers. It's signed, I don't know if it's by him, but it's signed by somebody. And the last one here, just like a kind of a generic one. Pro Wrestling Noah. This is my favorite wrestling company in Japan. I went to see a show of theirs live. That was so much fun. This is signed by a few people. I don't know by who. Signed by more people on the back. I don't know. I can't tell English signatures. Never mind. Also from the Pro Wrestling Noah show, I got this. This was just given away for free when you walked in. This was Noah Junior Grand Prix first round, and it's got one of the champions on there, Daiki Odashima. He's like a young rookie wrestler. It has a heat gel pack. I also got a binder. I got a binder with like the main event framed on it, Kenta vs Yoshiki Inamura, but I can't find it. It's a little bit of a mess in this area. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this video, because I want to clear this space out. And this is the binder from the wrestling show I went to. I had a lot of fun there. It was really good. The guy next to me fell asleep during the second match, and I thought maybe he had a heart attack because the venue was very loud and very noisy, and I could not fathom somebody falling asleep when it was so noisy, and I was freaking out. And I said, if he's not awake by the end of this match, I'm gonna like tap him on the shoulder and wake him up. But he woke up, thankfully. Alright, so also from the Todokan, I grabbed some books. I had some books in English, which was cool. I had Stranglehold, an intriguing behind-the-scenes glimpse into the private world of professional wrestling. This was 1,100 yen, so about $11. I look forward to reading that. I think that one's pretty well regarded. I got a Classy Freddie Blassie's book. Classy Freddie Blassie with Keith Elliott Greenberg. Listen, you pencil neck geeks. That's awesome. I had to grab that. This one was a little more expensive, like 1,650 yen, so maybe like $16. A hard cover, like, it's basically like, I had to grab it. Look forward to reading that as well. I grabbed a bunch of these because they were cheap. These two were like 50 cents each. These are like old guides. Accomplish our second navigation, and it has what I thought was cool, a stamp with like the show. I guess you would buy this from the show and they'd put the card on there. That's pretty cool. I liked it. Pro Wrestling Noah there. It's like 50 cents. Same with this one, 50 cents. Or 55 yen. This one didn't come with a match schedule, so I don't know exactly what show this would have been sold at. Encountering Navigation 03. And I grabbed a bunch of magazines as well. Some of these magazines are just awesome. Like, some were $1, some were $3. I tried to grab ones that I thought looked like historically interesting. Men's Final Fighting, Volume 47, with Riki Choshu, Antonio Inoki, and I feel bad, I don't know who that is. But this was cool. This was like $1. It's just got like old photos and stuff in it. There's a Super Vader. Looks like Yoshiaki Fujiwara maybe. Oh, is that Fujiwara maybe? It might be too young to be him. No, 1989, it's too young to be him. I don't know who that is. If it's not like a really big star like Maeda or something, I don't know who it is. This one was $3. It's a big one. Noah. I think this is from 2002. So this would have been from when Misawa just won the GHC title, which I think is just awesome. Yeah, I think it's so cool. When I was in Japan, I loved just when I was in the hotel with a bit of free time, just flicking through these and seeing what was in them. This is from one of my favorite matches ever, Go Shiozaki vs Kazuyuki Fujita. It's like a stupid match. There's nobody in attendance because COVID just hit, and they stare at each other for 35 minutes and then beat the crap out of each other. It's awesome. I loved it. This one I wanted. Takashi Sugiura on the cover there, GHC title. I think this is from when he just won it in 2018 from Keno. This one was also $3. I could not leave this here. Look, this is from like Weekly Pro 99. This is from when Giant Baba died. Like, I had to grab that. That's so amazing. Something that I would never even imagine like would just be on a shelf and cheap, but like I guess nobody cares. But I cared, I had to grab that. These other ones are actually from a different store. I stayed in Osaka as well, and they had a wrestling store in Osaka that I went to. It was a lot smaller, but they had some cool stuff in there, some stuff I grabbed. I grabbed this here. It doesn't have a cover, but I can put it in one. I have DVD covers. This is just like a compilation, Dragon Gate 2009 Season 4. This is 55 cents, and it's 3.5 hours long, and I thought, 3.5 hours long for like old wrestling, like, I want to sit down and watch it, and it's just cool. It's got some guys I know on there. I know that's Shingo Takagi, that's Masaki Mochizuki, Yamato. I'm not super knowledgeable about Dragon Gate, so I don't know the others. And lastly from Todoken, I grabbed this. This was 550 yen, so about $5.50. This is something that's like super out of print, and it's an American copy. I was really surprised to see it there, and for so cheap. This is the Thunder in Paradise collection, 3-disc set with Hulk Hogan. I couldn't believe I saw this there, and when I saw it was $5, I thought this is like a $50 DVD right now. Like, Hulk Hogan died and stuff, but like, I don't plan to sell it. I plan to, for now, keep it and watch it, and then maybe sell it afterwards, but I've never seen Thunder in Paradise. I just know about it, and I know it's a CDI game as well. Just really cool. It's so cheap too, like I couldn't believe it. That's everything I picked up from the Todokan in Tokyo. I also went to a wrestling store in Osaka. They also sold DVDs there, but they had like a dedicated wrestling section. I could have bought more from there, but I also had to consider like the amount of stuff I could bring home. I didn't actually plan to bring anything home from Japan as like far as souvenirs or stuff, but I just kept seeing cool stuff and I had to get it. A couple more magazines, all just random Noah ones. It's from when Kaito won the GHC title for the second time. 2019. Oh no, I guess it was for the first time. Yeah, it would have been because he had a pretty long run. That was 100 yen, like $1. This is another one from around the same time. Once again, 100 yen. And this one too from around the same time. This one was a little bit older. He had just won the Global League and was about to win the title. So 100 yen for that as well. From that store, I also picked up 2 VHS tapes. I picked up... these were $16 each. 1,650 yen. I picked up G1 Climax Complete Version Part 2 from 1998. From Sumo Palace. Sumo Hall. I wanted to pick this up. Shinya Hashimoto won this one. I thought, this is too cool. This is something I can put on a video player and just like zone out and watch some old wrestling in this style. It's I had to get it. You're gonna hear that a lot. This is the only one maybe I regret buying. I think like, oh, maybe I should have grabbed something else, something I'd actually like want to sit down and watch, because when I looked up what this was, it wasn't exactly what I thought it was. This is like a documentary on this guy. This is what's his name? Ryuma Go. So this guy's like a joke wrestler. Like his gimmick is that he's bad. He's like the original indie wrestler in Japan. I just wanted to... I saw it and I thought, it's cheap, I'll buy it, I'll support the store. Maybe I regret buying it now, but I'll sit down and watch it. We'll see. Okay, that is all of the directly wrestling related things I bought. I did pick up some wrestling video games, but I'll show that as we go through the pickups. So we spent a lot of time in Tokyo. The first 10 days were spent in Tokyo. And we went to a few stores. We went to a book off. And like Hard Off and like Suragaya. But I was trying not to buy stuff while I was in those. The prices, they were in like touristy areas like Shinjuku, Akihabara. It was more just to look around. I went into a lot of Super Potato stores as well. I went into 2 of them and I thought that they're cool to look around, but like the prices are like priced for tourists. They're kind of high, but it's fine. I bought this from a book off because I was actually gonna sit down and like play through it. It's brand new sealed. Sega PC Greatest Hits Volume 3, 9 titles PC Super Collection. This is the demo CD, but it's got like really cool games on it, like Daytona USA and stuff. I couldn't leave it there. It was 100 yen. Like, it's like $1. Brand new sealed. Like, I was surprised it was still there, considering it's in such a big popular store as Hard Off. But it was in the junk section, so I guess like people don't really look in there as much. But I wanted to sit down and play through these because these are cool. Like, just to give it a try. Oh, I dropped it. It's still in there. In Osaka, we were staying near Denden Town, which is like the area you would go to for like figurines, toys, electronics, a lot of DVD stores, like used DVDs, video games. And I actually bought a couple of brand new video games. a couple of the stores there. I can't remember the exact name of the stores. They're all down the one street, so if you're in that area, you'll find it. It's a place that has like just a bit of everything, electronics related. And I thought because some of these stores sold brand new stuff that they wouldn't have any deals, but they actually had quite a few deals. A lot of like bargain bin stuff and just clearance stuff they're trying to get rid of. And I grabbed 2 PS4 games that I want to sit down and play. Ones that didn't come out over here, but you don't really need to know Japanese to play them. 2 Earth Defense Force games. These were 980 yen each, so I guess about $10 each, maybe 11 after tax, I'm not sure. This is Earth Defense Force 5, which actually did not come out in Australia or any English-speaking territory, I think. So it's one that you have to import, and if you've ever played an Earth Defense Force game, you know you don't need to know Japanese. You're just shooting giant bugs, and it's fun. And also another one which kind of looks like a Minecraft version of Earth Defense Force. This is Earth Defense Force World Brothers. I grabbed this as well. This was like 1,000 yen or something, maybe $10. This one wasn't brand new sealed. The other one wasn't either, but it's got the disc in there. Brand new, but not sealed, I guess. Just fun ones to sit down and play. I love the Earth Defense Force games. So in Osaka Denden Town, they have a store called Surigaya, and it's similar to a book off. It carries a lot of the same stuff. It's just like a competitor company. But I found the prices in Surigaya to be like really, really cheap, and that's when I started to really pick stuff up because I was finding it so cheap that I couldn't leave it there. And it's stuff that I thought, this is so cool, and stuff that I've never ever seen in my life. First thing here, for 500 yen or $5, it's actually an American copy of Demon's Souls. Don't know what it was doing there, but I'll sell that on. Help recoup some of my money. A PlayStation Vita came for 100 yen in their junk section. Tokidan? Or Tukiden? I've got this for English speaking. I've got the English version of this. It's just a like Monster Hunter style game, but it's fun. For $1, I couldn't leave it there, even for like a spare case or something. For 400 yen, which is actually like a really good deal. It didn't have the manual, but I didn't care. Echo Knight from Software. You kind of need to know a bit of Japanese to play this one and to get your money's worth out of it. But for 400 yen, I couldn't leave it there, and I'll definitely give it a play and see if I can like do a like a untranslated playthrough of this for myself. I can play them all on my laptop. I just attach my CD drive, the portable one, and then just play it off of that. So I can play all of these games. I wanted to try 3DO emulation, and I wanted to like give it a good try. So I found this one, D, which I've played before. You don't really need to know Japanese for this game. You can kind of brute force your way through it, but if you die, you have to restart, which is annoying. But it's the 3DO version of the game, and I thought this was so cool. This was in like mint condition. This cost, I think this was $7, like 700 yen or 800 yen. But both discs there, very good condition. I definitely wanted to grab it to give 3DO emulation a try. I also grabbed this one just because it looked like a fun game. This is Shockwave Operation Jumpgate. I think this was like $5. And it looks like just like a full motion video shooter style game, but it's all in there, good condition. Beautiful disc. These Japanese people, like most of them take care of the stuff they buy. Really, really cool. Only $5. And this one was 700 yen. This was the cheapest game in this library I could find. This is a PC Engine Super CD-ROM system game. This is a Monster Maker. This is just like an RPG. It's got like some cutscenes and stuff. I don't think it's like super complex, but it was 700 yen, like $7. I thought, I want to try PC Engine emulation, and what better thing to try than like a Super CD-ROM game. I know you can like download ISOs for those, but it's more fun to do it like that. This one I found in a book off Super Bazaar in a I believe it was in Nagoya. I believe it was in Nagoya. It's Howl's Moving Castle on DVD, but it comes with a collection of like short animated films from Studio Ghibli that I don't think have been released in other ways, and I have all of the other Ghibli films on DVD, so I wanted to grab the short films as well. I actually found one that was like more complete or more recent. This is everything up until 2005 when Howl's Moving Castle came out. I found one that was more up to date. I think it had all of them on it, but it was like triple the price. This one was 2,500 yen, so $25. This one was 2,500 yen, so like $25, and the other one I saw was like 7,000 yen, so $70. And like I was on holiday and stuff, but I just couldn't justify paying that for something like this when it's only like an hour long or something. This one was from Surigaya, I'm pretty sure, Police Nauts Pilot Disc. I made a mistake. I thought this had the full Police Nauts game on it, but it's just a demo disc. It's weird because it's like more valuable than the actual game itself on the system. Figure out how that works, but I've got it. I'll give it a try. Another 3DO game, Total Eclipse. I'm pretty keen on like this 3DO emulation. I'm gonna give it a try and like dive into a system that I have no experience with. I grabbed a few PlayStation 1 games. I believe these were from Book Off, but they might have been from somewhere else. I believe these were from Nagoya as well. Well, these might have been from... No, I'm pretty sure these were from Nagoya. So I grabbed Crash Bandicoot 2 for 250 yen. I couldn't leave it there. It's so cool. Different artwork, it's got the spine card, like, I couldn't leave it there, even if it's like a best of one. Intelligence Cube, they also had Intelligence Cube Final, but I left it there. This one was 110 yen, so like $1. Intelligence Cube is like a really interesting game if you've never played it. Like, you control this guy who's on like a grid, and you gotta move through it as blocks are coming after you and trying to squish you. It's really fun. It can be really addicting. This one was 100 yen. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on the PS3. I've got this on the PS3, but I couldn't leave it there for 100 yen. This was also 110 yen. I don't even know what I'll do with it. I might just try to sell it. New Super Mario Brothers, Wii. I don't know, I thought 110 yen. I just can't leave it there. Complete, great condition. And this is one in a series that I don't remember the name of, but I wanted to grab it. And other copies were like quadruple the price. Other copies were like 1,000 yen. This one was 220 yen, so that's why I picked it up. It's not in the greatest condition, but it's in pretty good condition. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's the second game in a series. By Chunsoft, so the people who made like Yuyami Dori and like Twilight Syndrome. I don't know if it's in the same series, but it's made by some of the same people. Complete there, really cool. I found this one. It had the spine card. It's a wrestling game. It was 480 yen plus 10% off. So like, I decided to grab it. It wasn't released over here, so I wanted to grab it to play it. But I regretted it later. I believe that was from a book off. I think so. So were these ones. These ones were from, I believe from Nagoya as well. I found Chorokyu. I actually bought this for my wife. She's going to keep it in a collection for herself. She loves cute things and little cars and stuff, so she loves that. $5. And this was for her as well. 300 yen. It's just like some hamster simulator. She's going to give it a try. I assume you don't need to know too much Japanese to play an animal simulating game. Most of what you do is just watch the animals. Oh, these are actually from, like, all of these things were from just outside of Tokyo. I forget the exact name of the prefecture, but we had a lot of time off in one day. We had nothing planned, so we decided just to go out and do some shopping and stuff, have a look around, and we went to this book off that was, like, far out, and they had a lot of cool stuff. They had, like, hundreds and hundreds of Laserdiscs that were, like, $5 each. Some really great movies in there, some cool 90s anime. Like, I was so impressed by the amount of Laserdisc they had, but like, I couldn't buy it, I couldn't bring it home. What could I do with it? Like, it was cool to see, but I couldn't bring it home unless I wanted to pay an extra, like, hundreds of dollars to have them sent back. Yeah, my suitcase was full as it was. So I just grabbed some PS1 games. Bomberman World. I watched Waiting for Nintendo did like a little let's play of this, and I thought I'd grab it. I always thought Bomberman World was just like a standard Bomberman game, but apparently it's more like a 3D platformer, so I'm more excited to play this. This was 300 yen, so $3. Oh, I grabbed another one. Another copy of Crash Bandicoot 2. Crash Bandicoot 3 there, 300 yen. The other one was 300 yen too. I could not find Crash Bandicoot 1, unfortunately. I think that one's more popular. This is great. I love how they, I love how they make the characters look more cute for these versions. Monster Farm for $3. It had the spine card, which is cool. I thought for $3, I'll just grab that. I didn't know exactly what I'd do with it. I don't really think I can play it, but whatever. And one I wanted to grab for myself, this was a little bit more expensive. This was about $25, but it was still a very good deal. It is G Darius, or Darius, on the PlayStation 1. I love the Darius games from Taito. I loved playing them in the Taito Legends collection on the PlayStation 2, so I definitely wanted to grab G Darius for my own collection. For now, I'm keeping the PS1 games. Eventually, I'll sell my whole collection, but it's a slow process going through them. I have sold a lot, though. Like, I've sold most of my PS2 games now. I just don't really need them. Like, everything I want to play, I can emulate, and it's just so easy to emulate these days, and convenient, and it doesn't take up any space. It's like it's cool to have the games, but it's also cool to have the space and the money and stuff. Like, but these were cheap, and I was on holiday, so I thought I'd grab them. I grabbed some PSP chargers while I was there. These were in the junk section. They were $3 each, but I tried them out, and they both work fine. They're 5-volt adapters, so they don't have any problem working over here, just as long as I run them through a like an adapter. I didn't even need the volt converter for these, which was good. The step down converter. And I also grabbed for 500 yen. This was also in a junk section, but it had all of the pins, and that's what I usually look for when I buy these. It's a PS2 controller, and this works perfect too. This was $5. I have a lot of trouble finding working PlayStation 2 controllers, and ones that aren't missing at least one pin for whatever reason, but this one worked perfectly. Other stuff in junk sections, like you'll see stuff that's like a Nintendo DS for 2,000 yen, which is only $20, but it'll have like dead pixels on the screen, or there'll be something wrong with it. It won't read games. Like, you want to be careful when going through junk sections in these places. Only buy stuff that you're absolutely certain you can like fix, or is more than likely going to work, or you don't mind spending the money and potentially wasting it. Alright, this was from a book-off in Shinjuku. This book-off had a lot of stuff, but a lot of it was like junk. Like a lot of baseball games, a lot of like Derby Stallion games. But I did find this game for the Mega CD. I've never heard of this in my life. It was 900 yen, and I'm surprised I've never seen anybody talk about this, because it looks awesome. It must be a really bad game if no one talks about it, but it is. It is Funky Horror Barn for the Sega Mega CD. I couldn't leave it there. I had to pick it up. It was 900 yen, so like $9. Just I couldn't leave it there. It's apparently an RPG, and it's got like claymation and stuff. It's got like everything I love, and I couldn't leave it there. It was too cool. I also want to give. I've always struggled to get Mega CD and Sega CD games working on the emulator, so I want to really sit down and figure out why my struggles persist. And the last load of stuff here, I went to a Surugaya. I believe this was the Surugaya in Nagoya. I grabbed Front Mission 3 for 330 yen. I just wanted to pick it up. I thought it looked cool. Front Mission games are pretty good. I don't know how much of that I can really play. One for my collection though, I did not have this on the PS1, so now I do. This was only $6, 590 yen. It is Parappa the Rapper. I actually just sold my PSP copy of this, so it's nice to get some kind of copy back, and the PSP copy sold for a lot of money, so it's nice to not pay very much to have it back in the collection. I'm absolutely dreadful at this game, but it's very addictive and very fun. A lot of games there come in these little bags too, which is so cool. Like, they keep it safe and stuff. Like the prices are usually good, and they put the effort in to like keep it protected and like a collectible should be, you know. Yeah, that's complete there. It's got everything. Doesn't have the spine card, but I don't care. And the last little lot of stuff here, nothing crazy here, but just stuff I wanted to pick up. I found another copy of that wrestling game. This one was 100 yen. I thought, whatever, I'll just grab it. It's 100 yen. It's $1. Maybe I can sell the other one. This one was 270 yen. It is the King of Sports. Is it Tokidan? It must be. From Tomy. This is another wrestling game. This one is actually the second game in the series. There's, I think, 4 of them in total. But, happy to pick that up. Other stores I was seeing were asking, like, almost 1,000 yen for it. And this store was asking... This was from a book-off. This was asking 270 yen and 20% off from that. I don't even know why it was 20% off. It's complete. It's in good condition. Book-offs seem to have like pretty random pricing structure. Some stores were pretty expensive. Others were like really, really cheap. And it's funny, generally the stores that were cheap had better and more interesting stock than the stores that were like expensive. Unless you were going to, like, the expensive section behind the glass case, in which case, like, they did have a lot of cool stuff there. This is for the Sega Saturn. Fighting Vipers. I couldn't leave it there. 270 yen, like $3. I couldn't leave it there. It was too cool. Love me some old 3D fighting games. Fighting Vipers is pretty good. I've played very limited Sega Saturn. I did have one for a little while. I either sold it or traded it away. I still have a controller, which is funny because like, I don't think I have the system anymore. But I have this now. I want to try and get it working on an emulator, maybe. And the last game here, I forget exactly what they call it in Japan. Trap simulation game. Koku Maiken. So this is Deception in English-speaking territories, and I played Deception 4 on the PlayStation Vita. And then I played Trapped on the PS2, which I thought was a really cool game. Just like a fun game where like you go around this mansion and you set up traps for enemies. It's kind of like a tower defense game, except like you're a movable target and you can like run around and avoid the enemies and attack them as well. And you set up traps for them, which is really cool. This is the first game from Tecmo. This is really expensive if you want to try and get. I think we got this in English-speaking territories, but it's very expensive. And it's not one that you deeply need to know the Japanese language of. As long as you figure out what traps do what, it's mostly just a numbers game from memory. At least that's how it seemed in the PS2 and Vita versions. Like, there's a story and stuff, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, really fun games, really cool. Alright, my foot has gone to sleep, so I'm going to fall over when I get up, but that is everything I got in Japan. I had an amazing holiday. I was kind of dreading getting back to work, but now that I'm getting back into it, I'm remembering that I do enjoy my job. It's just, I think when you're in one place doing one thing for so long, it just kind of gets to you mentally. And it's good to have the holidays for that reason. I won't go more into it than that. But yeah, it's also why I do resale and thrifting and stuff, because it's like I make money on something else that I find fun, and I like to pretend that I'm like a businessman when I'm really just a little guy making pennies. But alright, this is my house bidding you guys farewell. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you to everyone who watched my last video. Some guy said he's been watching. Some guy. A subscriber said that they've been subscribed to me since the A. Crosby 1099 days, and that really, I'm not gonna say meant a lot to me, but like it made me feel good, because it makes me remember that, like, yeah, I've been doing this a long time and it wasn't a waste of anything. Like, there are people who still remember stuff. And it sucks that those kind of videos are lost from A. Crosby 1099, but what can you do? I just have the memories of them now, and yeah, they're great memories. That guy was fucking hilarious. I wish he would have kept his channel up and just, like, the videos at least, or at least, like, because you never saw his face or anything, so I never understood fully why he took all the videos down, but it's his content. He can do whatever he wants with it. It's not anyone's place to say, oh, you shouldn't delete your videos or anything. Like, it's their videos. They can do whatever the fuck they want with them. Alright, Seeking My House, bidding you guys farewell. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Matane. Peace. Hey, I didn't fall over. Oh, I forgot to show this. My wife wanted me to show this. We went to a heap of book off stores and finally found this in one of them. It is the Animal Crossing movie. Yeah, she wanted it.
Not me.